What's up guys, it's your boy Ru and we are back for another Trails of Coasteel video. So last time we finished chapter 4. We took care, the last two videos we took care of the Dark Dragon, took care of the final chapter boss, got bodied by C, the Master Man, and we finally got the name for that third party group, the Imperial Liberation Front. So that happened, but that was part of the game, right? That was not meant for us to win, so that's okay. That doesn't mean the run is over, that's just part of the story, part of the plot armor. So that happened, we got recognition, we got credits and recognition and received thanks from the Imperial family, Princess Alphine and Prince Olivert, and then we actually met Prince Cedric. So he came, got our thanks, had a nice little like lolly-da, happy-go-lucky moment, and then the man, the Blood and Iron Chancellor, the tyrant himself, showed up, showed out, immediately made his presence felt among the Class 7 students, so they all understand why, why he's feared, or at least they're going to understand why, and they felt a little bit of his presence. So that's definitely a thing. And now, oh, and then right before the chapter ended, the Chancellor gave Sarah that little, I'm gonna call it a warning, right? I'm gonna call it a warning that he's giving some help. He's sending help, right? To Class 7, to her. So what that help could possibly be, I don't know, but it can't be any good. Because it's from the Chancellor, his own plotting, his underhanded plots. And now we're about to start chapter 5. So, Reen, take it away, my man. Take it away.
夏の盛り、うだるような暑さがトリスタの街を包み込む時期。
It was the peak of summer, and the sweltering sun was beating down on the residents of Trista.
デートから帰還した俺たちは5日ほどの短い夏季休暇を終えて授業や訓練を再開していた。
After returning from Heimdall, we were giving a whopping 5-day summer vacation before the school year resumed.
そもそも士官学院は軍と同じく年末年始以外の長期休暇は存在しない。
I'll save why I got excited there for later on. Some of you might be able to guess though, considering how much I talk about my mans and how much I like him. Anyways.
だが貴族生徒に限っては将来の領地運営の勉強などの名目で故郷への帰省が認められており、
So basically the trash bin is not here.
この時期1組2組の生徒たちのほぼ全員がトリスタから離れていた。
Like that's why you can hear the crickets, right? No one's here.
そんな中3組から5組までの生徒は彼らを羨みながらも勉学と修練に励み、
While the nobles go back home and get to be with their families and kick back and relax, put their feet up on their coffee tables and eat some sweets. Classes 3 through 5, as well as Class 7, are stuck on campus, envying the nobility as they studied and trained as well.
俺たち7組のメンバーも全員がトリスタにとどまっていた。
The other members of Class 7 and me decided to stay in Trista to face the heat with our fellow students, with our fellow commoner students. This chapter is one of my favorites. This chapter in Coastal 1 is one of my favorites because we finally freaking get to meet him, man. We finally get to go over there. Oh, yes. Oh, so they already left for the conference, the trade conference over in Crossbell. This conference is huge. It's not just between Crossbell and us, but like Republic, Remiferia, Calvert. Well, actually, I just said Republic. Republic of Calvert, Remiferia, all of them. Liberal. Mayor Dieter Croy is the one who proposed it. I wonder why. What could he have possibly been thinking proposing the trade conference? I've heard that Prince Olivert will be attending on behalf of His Majesty the Emperor. And Chancellor Osborne is supposed to be attending too. Pretty intimidating. Yeah, they already felt his presence. Right, he gave us that super foreboding warning that for them to be ready for the turbulent times ahead. I heard I've heard he served in the Imperial Army before becoming a politician. Then 11 years ago, His Majesty entrusted him with the position of Chancellor. Supposedly, a full 70% of the Imperial Army is under his jurisdiction. 70%. Under his jurisdiction. Literally, he can do anything he wants with them. He's responsible for annexing several smaller countries and independent states around Erebonia, which is why I think those people that were staying in Heimdall during that event where Gideon assembled them, I definitely feel like those were residents of those territories that got conquered, because it wouldn't make sense for the commoners in Heimdall to resist him, because technically the Chancellor represents commoners, right? So I do think like that's the case there. They probably moved just for that part of the plan. Like the Imperial Liberation Front probably gathered them. They're talking about the Hamel, like the 100 Days War. 100 Days War. There's so many common themes and events that are similar between Trails and Ys. I wish it was a little bit more separated, if I'm being perfectly honest. See, like, this is so one of the things right here, like, we're talking about Calvard, right? I really hope Colonel Kaseki references the Erebonian Empire and some of the events that happened during, like, the Great Twilights, the Hajimari stuff. I would really enjoy that. That way, like, the whole story comes full picture. C, the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front. The hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator. Dude, that saying is so that saying is pretty intense. He does seem like the type who'd make a lot of enemies, especially with a face like that. Come to think of it, where's Sarah? Oh my gosh. I swore I didn't read that. I was just thinking about it. Oh, that's right. She's a Okay. I remember what happens here. This is insane. The pro plays, the chess moves that are about to happen on the board right now is next level. She'd better not be sleeping off another hangover back at the dormitory. Dude, you guys just learned that she's a bracer, that she's the eclair, the purple lightning. She'll be a little bit more responsible than that. There you go. Where's the Kyokan? I hope I didn't just... I'm pretty sure I just bursted that pronunciation. But why did it... where was the... Ohayo gozaimasu Kyokan? Where's that? Come on now. We're about to have a new classmate. Bring in the menace. Bring in the menace. A transfer student? At this time of the year? It's the guy. Yep, there's Crow. Crow joining Class 7. Crow is joining Class 7 right after the events of Chapter 4. Look at that. We don't get to use him this time, I believe, though. It's the next chapter we get to use him. Crow Arm Bruster.
Crow Arm Bruster です。今日から皆さんと同じ7組に参加させてもらいます。
Yeah, he's joining the squad. We can take him into the old schoolhouse. Let's go.
てなわけでよろしく頼むわ。
Yeah. Yeah. Don't question. Don't question. Just let the man hop in the class, all right?
いや
これには非常に深刻かつデリケートな事情があってだな。
Oh yeah, it's very intricate school policies, huh? Very intricate school politics. Okay. Okay, Crow, if you say so.
よく言うわよ。こいつ1年時の単位をサボっていくつか落としててね。
Look at that, how convenient.
このままじゃ卒業できないって慌てて泣きついてきたのよ。それで特例として3ヶ月ほど7組に参加することになったわけ。
なんだそれは。
思いっきりどうしようもない理由じゃないですか。
知ってるかもしれないけど、去年アークスの試験導入に参加した実績もあるからね。
I think you already know that Crow was one of the trial users for the ARCUS test that ran last year.
その点に関しては君たちのいいお手本になるかと判断したの。
So I thought he might be a good role model for you, in that sense anyway.
特別実習にも参加してもらうから、そのつもりでいてちょうだい。
And don't forget, he also be joining us on future field studies too.
いや、一通り説明されちまったか。
Nice. Looks like you saved me the trouble of having to explain it all.
ま、そういうわけでよろしくな。同じクラスになったからには先輩後輩抜きで行くとしようぜ。
ほう。なかなかそういうわけにはいかぬと思うが。
Dude, welcome him with open arms. It's our precious Crow
ぶっちゃけ
senpai.
軽すぎ。
If he'd be any more laid back, he'd be in a comatose. That's pretty funny. But not just one.
サラ教官、扉が開いたままということは。
No, no, no. It's not just one that's joining us. No, I'm sorry, but it's going to be another one. And the timing couldn't be any more suspicious.
それってあら、バレちゃった？というわけで出てきて挨拶しなさい。ああ、待ちくたびれちゃったよ。
And here we go. The Chancellor's gift, if you will. The Chancellor's help.
へへへ。
What? Nani?
何？
And there she is. There she is, a secret agent joining our class. Yep.
ノルド高原で会った。お久しぶりだね。初めての人もいるから改めて自己紹介するね。
I know, like, she's like, you know. For her, I'm not as conflicted about her as I am as Claire. Even though they're kind of in the same boat, in the same situation. For her, mainly because she's like a kid, you know? So it softens up my heart just a little bit. But whereas Claire is like in her 20s. So I have less of that softness.
僕はミリアム。ミリアム・オライオンだ
I
よ。
mean, look at her face. Look at the hat she's wearing. How can you hate her?
こっちがガーちゃん。正式名称はアガートラム。
Literally pulls that thing out in the middle of class. Look how huge this is. No, 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 what is that? Wait. Oh, that's right. Machias didn't go to Nord. He hasn't seen this.
オーロックス砦で見た。
Is that thing we saw at Aurochs Fort?
するとノルド高原でそなたたちが会ったという。ああ、そのでっかいのは教室内で出すのは禁止ね。下手に壁でも壊されたら私が怒られちゃうから。しょうがないな。
Things are about to get a lot more lively. Things are about to get a lot more lively.
そんなわけでよろしくね、7組のみんな。
Yeah, I can't hate on her. I can't. It's really hard. They actually make it hard to hate on Millium. Altina's a little bit different, but Millium, I vibe with. Like, I can't. I have a soft spot for her.
私もその方が面倒がなくていいんだけどね。
なかなか面白くなりそうじゃねえの。
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. So those two joined the class at the same time. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Let's keep that in mind. Crow Senpai and Millium Orion, the agent that works directly under the Chancellor as an Iron Breed, is here. At first, no one was sure what to make of Crow Armbruster and the Intelligence Division agent, Millium Orion's sudden transfer into Class 7 at the same time. But within a matter of days, it almost felt like they'd been there all along. Are we about to talk about the Vander? Forgot his name. His best friend, Vander something. Dude, how did I forget that guy's name? He's actually like, he's nasty. Like he's a nasty dual wielder, unlike Kurtz. Look at Crow sleeping in the back. Lianne Sandlot, as also known as the Lance Maiden. I believe that's the first mention of her in the main part where we're talking about it. It coincides where we're about to go in this chapter as well. I'm really hoping that Colonel Kiseki, we get to see that Sword Maiden. Because can you guys imagine the Sword Maiden in like like a 2021 game? Like meeting her, she's probably filthy, nasty, disgusting. If the Lance Maiden Lianne Sandlot was that nasty, oh, I can't wait. I hope she's in it. I really do. I believe it's Eisenritter, right? No, not Eisenritter, because it's not Gosritter. Sternritter. Is it Sternritter? I believe Stahlritter. Stahlritter is the Ouroboros, right? Or are they? I can't remember, dude. There's too many names, man. There's too many freaking names. It's hard to keep track of it all. I definitely know this has to do with the church, the Septine Church. Eisenritter or Stahlritter. I'm just gonna say Stahlritter. Because I'm trying to think what means silver. What means silver? Okay, yeah, it's not. It is Eisenritter. I sure just went with my instincts, man. I sure just went with my instincts. And I was also wrong. It's not silver, it's iron. I was completely wrong on all fronts. But I originally was gonna put Eisenritter, but I second guessed myself. Like a fool. Maybe the Stahlritter is the crew that follows the Lianne Sandlot. That's probably what it is. I probably mixed those two up. Yep. Laura's home in Legram. Lohengrin Castle. Your girl is still asleep. Wasn't one of your ancestors the Eisenritter second in command? That's where the S comes from. Laura S. Arcade. Oh, wait, sorry, yeah. The Arcade family, I don't know what's going on. I think it's because, so before this, I recorded Yeast, and it turned into a disaster, one of those disaster constant death videos. So I'm kind of mentally maybe just a little like soft right now. But basically what just happened there is the Arcade family are descendants of the second in command in the Eisenritter, who directly served under Lianne Sandlot. And so because Lianne Sandlot died, they honored Lianne Sandlot's name by putting Sandlot as a middle initial. So Laura S. Arcade, Lianne Sandlot's Arcade family being the descendant of one of the main people in the Eisenritter. So that's the whole connection between Laura and Lianne Sandlot and the Arcade family and Lianne Sandlot. It's gonna come into a play later on. I mean, I guess, Rain. Way to think positive. But yeah, I really like how they started this chapter off. They kind of set the stage a little bit there by talking about Lianne Sandlot, Lohengrin Castle. That's a totally terrible pronunciation, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And then talking about the Eisenritter, talking about Arcade family, talking about Ligram. I really like that. For the most part, even because Trails of Costa 1, I wouldn't say is the greatest game in Neon Falcon was made, or it's not even the greatest game in Trails of Costa of the series, obviously, because the first one. But the way they structure and the way the plot moves and their structuring of the story, I really enjoy how they did it. They don't really leave too many gaps, and even if they do, it comes back around. Righto! Man, what a drag. Let's speed this up a little bit. What do I think? I think it's hella shady. You guys better question the plotting that's happening right in front of your faces. Don't let that little girl fool you. Don't let her looks fool you. Her innocence, her childishness. What does that have to do with whether she sleeps trustworthy? About the same age as Fee, right? Fee's around 13, 14. Her presence reeks of iron blood. Blood and iron breed.
Look
at this guy. Plotting, planning. I hate this man. Like, just go mano a mano right now. Let's just fight. Stop with this nonsense. I'm surprised they still haven't put it together. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. It's right in front of your faces. You've literally fought against that thing that Sarah's been taking out in multiple practical exams, and y'all can't put the connection together. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Common origin. Which is why the fact that these two share a common origin is stunning to me. How Sarah got her hands on this combat shell. Like, who could have possibly given it to her? She was forced to accept it, but from who? If it's from the principal, like if the principal forced her to take it, then who told the principal to give it to her? Like, where is the line? Like, where is it? Like, I don't understand. You're welcome to think what you will, but I don't trust her. That's useless. To think that Eustace is the one that doesn't trust her the most in the beginning, and then it ends up where it ends up. Beautiful. Eustace and Millium and the the companionship and the story that's in Hajimai that I'm not gonna say because I don't want to ruin it is just utterly beautiful. It just really touches the soul. Yeah, but Millions in all things considered, Millium's in Millium's situation is kind of messed up. I'm not gonna go into the details right now because it obviously is we're gonna go through all the games, so it's gonna be in there. So we'll just go as it comes. And then there's Crow. Crow and Millium joining at the same time. Capricious gambling addicts, way too prone to ante up for every hand. Hey, but you can trust him on the fight though. You can count him like when the chips are down. Absolutely. And he's got those the dual pistols. All right, so we got two new members in Class 7. And things are gonna start getting lively. Let me guess, Instructor Sarah? Oh, it's Towa. Don't you want to deliver the notebooks? Yeah, she wants to deliver the notebooks. I thought she would have went to the trade conference by now. If they all already left. Excuse me. Look at her. Look at that desk. The amount of files. Look at all that paperwork. That's a nightmare. That's quite the spread you've got on your desk there. Is it just me, or does your workload only seem to increase? Alright, I'll be sure to pass this on to Millium next time I see her. Actually, if you don't mind my asking, how much do you know about why she's here at the academy? They're being used with the Emperor's authorization? Really? It must be because the Chancellor. This goes all the way up to the Magus. It's probably because the Chancellor, right? Because the Emperor supports him like foolingly, like without any like doubts. Whatever the Chancellor wants to do, he allows because of reasons we'll get into in the future, obviously. That's probably why he's okaying the use of combat shells. Because I think if he didn't support the Chancellor, like fully back him up, then I don't think he would have allowed that. So that's how it is. But even accounting for that, I never would have expected Crow to be transferred into our Class 2. Whoa, chill. I think you're being a little hard on yourself. What about Angelica? Does she have enough credits to graduate? Still, I get the distinct feeling this 1-2 punch of transfer students wasn't just a happy coincidence. Am I right? Crow did that? Voluntarily? Yeah, I get what you mean. So she really is 13, huh? Now, where have I heard of someone like that before? Right in front of his face. Is this Instructor Sarah? Hello, Reen speaking. As much as it pains me to say it, I am. Of course she did. Of course. We gotta literally go on an errand for her. I can only imagine what would happen if she would have flashed that silver thing of hers on Academy grounds again. Why couldn't I speak there? Wait a second. When did I become the... From the very beginning, my mans. From the very beginning. Of course, I'll be around. Still, I know you've got a full slate and all, but try not to overwork yourself. And if there's anything else I can do to make life a little bit easier for you, don't hesitate to ask. Alright, let's go search for this troublemaker. Let's get the girls, right? We gotta think alike. We gotta think on the same wavelength. So I'm gonna get Fee, because Fee and Millium are about the same age, and Fee's got the quickness. And then I'm gonna go with my baby girl, because whether it's just something as simple as this or fighting, I gotta choose her. It's a rule. Yep. This is probably her first time at a school like this, because she's usually just doing her intelligence division stuff. Plus she's a troublemaker with a bunch of energy. So we'll end the video here. So we got 2 new students that were added to our class. So things are about to get a whole lot more lively, as y'all can see, as we're about to start looking for her all over the campus grounds. Literally go on a search for this little troublemaker. And Crow also joined. So we got Crow Senpai on the squad. That's gonna play a major factor when we go into the battles for the old schoolhouse. And then when he eventually joins us on the field study, like in our actual squad with Reen, which I don't think is this chapter, which is not this chapter, it's the next one. So yeah, things are starting to get a move on. We're on the final 2 chapters before the finale. So let's get it. The no item run continues. Anyways, that's it for this video. A nice little relaxing one, kind of just calm down a little bit from the craziness of the previous 2, you feel me? And just get more accustomed to the academy life at the end of the summer here at Trista, at Thor's Academy. So anyways, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.